Are you unknowingly sabotaging your health in your golden years? It's a question many of us might not consider as we settle into the comforts of retirement and the slower pace of life. But did you know that certain habits can silently undermine your well-being, leading to serious health issues as you age? In today's video, we'll delve into 6 harmful habits that are all too common among older adults. Habits that may seem innocent at first, but can have devastating consequences over time. From a sedentary lifestyle to neglecting medical checkups, these behaviors can sneak up on you, quietly stealing your health without you even realizing it. To bring these lessons to life, we'll share heartfelt stories about everyday individuals, like Mr. Thompson, who traded his beloved gardening for a life of inactivity, and Mrs. Jenkins, whose fast food choices left her feeling drained and unwell. Each story will shed light on the impact of these habits and offer insights into how to turn things around. So let's embark on this journey together, exploring the habits that could be affecting you or your loved ones, and discover how you can reclaim your health and vitality in your golden years. Habit 1: Sedentary lifestyle. Let's begin with Habit 1: a sedentary lifestyle. Meet Mr. Thompson, an 80-year-old man who once found joy in tending to his beautiful garden. He would spend hours outdoors, surrounded by vibrant flowers and vegetables, enjoying the fresh air and the satisfaction of nurturing life. However, as the years passed, Mr. Thompson gradually shifted from his beloved gardening to spending most of his day in front of the television. What started as a few hours of relaxation quickly became an all-day routine, leaving him feeling isolated and unmotivated. This shift in activity level has taken a toll on Mr. Thompson's health. Studies show that a lack of physical activity can lead to muscle atrophy, where the muscles waste away from disuse, leading to weakness and increased risk of falls. Additionally, sitting for prolonged periods can contribute to heart disease, as the body becomes less efficient at regulating blood flow and cholesterol levels. Joint issues are also common among sedentary individuals, as lack of movement can lead to stiffness and discomfort, making even simple tasks feel daunting. Mr. Thompson has started experiencing significant signs of this lifestyle change. He often feels fatigued, even after a full night's sleep, and has noticed a marked decline in his mobility. Simple tasks like walking to the kitchen or climbing the stairs leave him breathless. What he once enjoyed, gardening and spending time outdoors, now feels out of reach, and he finds himself trapped in a cycle of inactivity. As he watches the world go by from his couch, Mr. Thompson's story serves as a crucial reminder of how important it is to remain active, even in our later years. The reality is that a sedentary lifestyle doesn't just affect our physical health, it impacts our mental well-being too. For Mr. Thompson, the joy and sense of purpose that came from caring for his garden have been replaced by a feeling of stagnation. It's time to recognize the dangers of a sedentary lifestyle and take proactive steps toward a more active and fulfilling life. Habit 2: poor nutrition. Now, let's turn our attention to Habit 2: poor nutrition. Meet Mrs. Jenkins, a spirited 75-year-old who has always been on the go. However, in recent years, her busy lifestyle has led her to develop some unhealthy eating habits. She often skips meals due to a lack of time or motivation, relying instead on fast food for convenience. While she enjoys the occasional burger or fried chicken, this has become her primary source of nourishment, leaving her body craving essential nutrients. The consequences of a poor diet can be severe, especially for older adults like Mrs. Jenkins. A diet high in unhealthy fats and sugars can lead to obesity, which significantly increases the risk of developing chronic conditions such as diabetes and heart disease. Additionally, neglecting balanced meals can result in malnutrition, a state where the body doesn't get the vitamins and minerals it needs to function properly. For Mrs. Jenkins, This means that her once vibrant energy levels have taken a hit. She now feels fatigued and sluggish throughout the day. Mrs. Jenkins has begun to experience the effects of her nutritional choices firsthand. She frequently battles high blood sugar levels, causing her to feel irritable and weak. Simple tasks, like walking her dog or going shopping, have become exhausting challenges. With her energy sapped and her health declining, she finds herself visiting the doctor more often, facing potential medication for conditions she never thought she'd have. Her story highlights the critical importance of nutrition in maintaining health as we age. It's a stark reminder that what we fuel our bodies with can dramatically affect our overall well-being. Understanding the significance of a balanced diet is crucial for everyone, especially older adults. Mrs. Jenkins' journey emphasizes the need for mindful eating choices that nourish the body and provide the energy required for a fulfilling life. By prioritizing nutrition and making small changes, it's possible to regain vitality and improve quality of life, proving that it's never too late to adopt healthier eating habits. Habit 3. Neglecting mental health. Next, we explore Habit 3. Neglecting mental health. Meet Mr. Rodriguez, a 78-year-old widower who once thrived in the company of friends and family. After the loss of his beloved spouse, however, Mr. Rodriguez began to withdraw from social activities that he once cherished. What started as a period of mourning has turned into a prolonged isolation, leaving him feeling alone and disconnected from the world around him. The importance of mental health cannot be overstated, especially for older adults. When individuals like Mr. Rodriguez isolate themselves, they run the risk of developing depression and experiencing cognitive decline. Social interactions play a crucial role in mental well-being, helping to maintain cognitive functions and emotional stability. Unfortunately for Mr. Rodriguez, the absence of social connections has contributed to a downward spiral. His days have become monotonous, filled only with the silence of his empty home. As Mr. Rodriguez's mood continues to decline, he begins to notice physical changes in his body as well. The sadness he feels manifests as fatigue, making it difficult for him to engage in daily activities. Tasks that once brought him joy, like cooking or taking walks in the park, now feel overwhelming. His appetite has diminished, and he often forgets to eat, further affecting his physical health. The emotional pain of loss and isolation has created a cycle where his mental health struggles exacerbate his physical well-being. Mr. Rodriguez's story illustrates a crucial lesson about the need to prioritize mental health, especially in later years. Recognizing the signs of depression and the risks of isolation can pave the way for seeking help and reconnecting with the community. It's essential to foster social bonds and nurture mental well-being, reminding ourselves that we are never truly alone, even in our darkest moments. By taking proactive steps to combat isolation, we can enhance our overall health and well-being, ensuring that our later years are filled with connection, purpose, and joy. Habit 4. Ignoring medical checkups. Now let's discuss Habit 4. Ignoring medical checkups. Meet Mrs. Patel, an 82-year-old woman who has always prided herself on her independence. However, her fear of receiving bad news has led her to avoid doctor visits at all costs. Each time she thinks about scheduling a checkup, anxiety takes over, and she convinces herself that if she doesn't go, she won't have to face any unpleasant truths about her health. This mindset, though common among many, can have serious repercussions as we age. Regular medical checkups are essential for early detection and prevention of health issues, particularly in older adults. Many conditions such as high blood pressure, diabetes, and even certain cancers can develop without noticeable symptoms. By neglecting routine visits, Mrs. Patel risks leaving these undiagnosed conditions to worsen over time. Her fear may keep her from knowing if she has a health issue that could be managed or treated effectively if caught early. As the months go by, Mrs. Patel begins to notice changes in her body that she can no longer ignore. persistent fatigue, unexplained weight loss, and difficulty in performing daily tasks. But rather than seeking help, she brushes it off as simply getting older. Unfortunately, this neglect has allowed potentially serious conditions to develop unchecked. By the time she finally musters the courage to visit the doctor, she learns she has advanced diabetes, something that could have been managed with lifestyle changes and medication if detected sooner. Mrs. Patel's story serves as a powerful reminder of the significance of regular medical checkups. It's crucial for older adults to prioritize their health by overcoming fears and misconceptions about doctors' visits. By making appointments a routine part of life, we can empower ourselves to catch health issues early, leading to better outcomes and improved quality of life. Regular checkups not only provide peace of mind but also serve as a vital component of maintaining health and vitality in our later years. Habit 5. Overindulgence in alcohol. Now let's delve into Habit 5. Overindulgence in alcohol. Meet Mr. Smith, a 76-year-old man who has always enjoyed his evening routine of relaxing with a drink or two. Initially, it was a way to unwind after a long day, but over time these nightly indulgences have turned into a habit that he doesn't think twice about. While he believes that his evening drinks help him relax, Mr. Smith is unaware of the hidden risks that come with excessive alcohol consumption. Excessive drinking can lead to a myriad of health issues, particularly for older adults. Long-term overindulgence can result in liver disease, memory problems, and an increased risk of accidents and falls. Alcohol can impair judgment and coordination, making simple tasks more hazardous. Unfortunately, Mr. Smith has begun to notice some of these effects firsthand. He often feels more fatigued than he used to, struggles with forgetfulness, and has had a couple of close calls while navigating his home after a few drinks. Moreover, Mr. Smith's drinking habits have started to take a toll on his relationships. Family members express concern about his well-being, but he brushes them off, insisting that he's simply enjoying life. However, his evenings spent in solitude with a drink have led to missed family gatherings and a growing sense of isolation. Friends who used to join him for dinner have stopped inviting him out, worried that his drinking has become too much of a focal point in their interactions. The joy that Mr. Smith once derived from socializing is being replaced by a cycle of solitude and dependence. Mr. Smith's story illustrates the critical importance of moderation and mindfulness when it comes to alcohol consumption. Understanding the potential consequences of overindulgence can empower individuals to make healthier choices, fostering not only better physical health, but also stronger connections with loved ones. It's essential for older adults to recognize that moderation is key. By being mindful of their drinking habits, they can continue to enjoy their golden years with vitality and meaningful relationships. Habit 6. Smoking or exposure to smoke. Finally, let's examine Habit 6. Smoking or exposure to smoke. Meet Mrs. Wilson, a 79-year-old woman who has been a lifelong smoker. For decades, she lit up a cigarette after meals, convinced that it helped her relax. While her friends and family warned her about the dangers of smoking, Mrs. Wilson shrugged off their concerns, believing she was immune to the negative effects that often accompanied such a habit. However, as the years went by, she began to notice a decline in her respiratory health that would eventually force her to confront the consequences of her choices. The health risks associated with smoking are well documented and severe. Smokers are at a significantly higher risk of developing lung cancer, heart disease, and chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, COPD. For Mrs. Wilson, the reality of these risks has become painfully clear. She now struggles with respiratory issues that leave her short of breath even during the simplest of activities, such as climbing the stairs or walking to the mailbox. The vibrant, active life she once led feels like a distant memory as she battles the physical limitations brought on by years of smoking. As Mrs. Wilson grapples with the damage done, she finds herself at a crossroads. The struggle to quit smoking has been fraught with challenges. She has tried to stop multiple times, but the cravings and habits ingrained over so many years prove difficult to break. She often reflects on the advice she received throughout her life, wishing she had heeded those warnings earlier. With each passing day, the burden of her choices weighs heavily on her, and she realizes that quitting smoking is not just about improving her health. It's also about reclaiming her independence and quality of life. Mrs. Wilson's story serves as a powerful reminder of the long-term effects of smoking and the importance of seeking help to quit. It's never too late to make a positive change, and recognizing the damage done is the first step toward recovery. For older adults, taking action against smoking can lead to significant improvements in health and well-being, providing an opportunity to enjoy life to its fullest, free from the chains of addiction. By sharing her journey, Mrs. Wilson hopes to inspire others to consider their own habits and take steps towards a healthier future. Conclusion. In conclusion, the habits we've explored today, sedentary lifestyles, poor nutrition, neglecting mental health, ignoring medical checkups, overindulgence in alcohol and smoking, can silently undermine our health as we age. It's crucial for all of us, especially our seniors, to be aware of these habits and take proactive steps towards healthier living. Remember, it's never too late to make positive changes. Thank you for joining us in this discussion. If you found this video helpful, please let us know in the comments by typing 9 for yes or 0 for no. Your feedback is invaluable to us, and we appreciate your support. Until next time, take care of yourselves and stay healthy.